Chapter 4, Mountain King. The thunderous rumble shook the ground, drawing the attention of countless slaves. Heads turned upward in alarm, only to witness a storm of falling stones and massive ice shards crashing down upon them. Panic erupted instantly. Screams rang out as shadows flickered over black rock, and slaves entangled by thick chains fell, dragging others down with them. Sunny, unlike most, stood his ground. He'd anticipated something going wrong. Calm and composed, his eyes, enhanced by his attribute, scanned the dark sky. He took a single step back. A moment later, a chunk of ice the size of a man's torso slammed into the ground just ahead, shattering into a spray of deadly shards. Many others weren't so lucky. As the hail of ice and stone continued, screams of agony filled the night. Several slaves were wounded, some never got up again. "On your feet, fools! Get to the wall." That was the same veteran soldier who had whipped Sunny earlier. He shouted over the chaos, urging the chained masses toward the relative safety of the mountain slope. But before anyone could obey, something massive crashed to the earth, shaking the very stones beneath them. The world went silent. What first appeared as a lump of filthy snow now rose, unfurling into a nightmare. Towering over the scene, the creature was nearly 4 meters tall, hunched, grotesque, and utterly inhuman. Sunny blinked in disbelief. 2 thick legs supported its skeletal torso, from which extended 4 arms. 2 long and jointed like a spider's, ending in claws made of bone. 2 shorter ones, disturbingly human in appearance. Its ragged, yellow-gray fur gave the illusion of snow, but was dense enough to repel weapons. 5 pale, soulless eyes stared down at the slaves, and beneath them, a maw full of jagged teeth dripped with thick, viscous drool. But what made Sunny's skin crawl were the worm-like shapes squirming just beneath its skin. He was dangerously close to it. Too much. This is just too much, he thought. The monster struck. It lunged, claws slicing the air. Sunny dove sideways, just barely within the chain's range, placing a broad-shouldered slave between himself and the blow. A second later, blood sprayed the air. The unfortunate man was torn apart, his body collapsing onto Sunny, pinning him down and drenching him in blood. "Damn it, why are you so heavy?" Blinded, Sunny heard a howl echo across the mountainside, followed by a wave of screams. The chain tugged sharply, sending white-hot pain through his wrists. He was being dragged. Then suddenly, it slackened. Well, it could have been worse. He shoved the corpse aside with all his strength. But just as he did, he froze. Beneath his palms, something was moving inside the dead man's body. "Oh, come on, you just had to tempt fate, huh?" Sunny scrambled backward, as far as the chain allowed. He scanned the chaos. Shadows danced wildly, and the monster rampaged on the opposite end of the stone platform. The corpse in front of him, though, it was starting to twitch violently. The shifty slave on the other side gawked in horror. Sunny waved. "What are you staring at? Move away." The man tried to crawl but fell. The chain, pinned beneath the corpse, kept them locked in place. Sunny cursed under his breath. The transformation happening before his eyes was grotesque. Bone spikes tore through skin. The corpse's muscles bulged unnaturally. Fingernails twisted into claws, the face split, revealing 2 many needle-sharp teeth. This was no accident. This shouldn't be happening, Sunny realized. This isn't just wrong, it breaks the spell's rules. Nightmare creatures followed a hierarchy. Beasts, monsters, demons, devils, and higher. Tyrants, like the one standing before them, belonged nowhere near a first nightmare. And yet, the monster had just created a spawn, something only tyrants could do. How powerful is this fated attribute? But now wasn't the time to dwell on mysteries. The corpse-turned monster began to rise. Sunny acted fast. Grabbing the slack chain, he rushed forward. The creature lashed out. Sunny dodged, narrowly avoiding its claws. Street life had been a brutal teacher. Sunny hadn't learned fancy combat, but he knew how to survive. And right now, survival meant action. He wrapped the chain around the monster's shoulders, tightening it before it could resist. As he looped the chain, the creature snapped at him, nearly tearing off his face. Now it couldn't use its arms. But there was barely any chain left between them. "You too," he shouted at the other slaves. "Pull on the chain, your lives depend on it." The shifty slave and the scholar snapped to action, tugging from opposite ends, locking the monster in place. Great, Sunny thought, until the chain began to creak under the strain of the beast's writhing. Not great. Wasting no time, Sunny threw the chain between his wrists over the monster's neck, circled it, and pulled with all his might, using his own body as a lever. Bone spikes scraped his skin. The creature struggled, letting out horrible clicks. But Sunny pulled harder. Sweat and blood mixed on his face. Seconds felt like hours. And then, the monster went limp. A calm voice echoed in his mind. "You have slain a dormant beast, Mountain King's larva?"